Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Supreme Ruler Ultimate as Texas in the Shattered World start episode number 7, I think. So we've already taken over all of Central America, and right now I'm just giving an order for everyone to sea transport out of what was formerly known as Panama, and we're going to return them to the great state of Texas, which in real life recently experienced quite a winter. Quite a winter event. Frozen stuff. Things didn't go well. That would never happen in my Texas, I will have you know. But we're just going to move all the airplanes back as well. I was thinking about what to do. Like, ultimately, I don't know how much longer this series will go on for, because I do want to start preparing for future series, including the one I still want to do as Japan. But out of there is like a possibility for expansion here. Colombia doesn't like us. And we have some pretty good casus belli against them, surprisingly. Venezuela is always a nice one to take. I don't know what our situation with them is. Yeah, we also have some casus belli. The main reason those are good, Venezuela just has a lot of resources, but I think the main thing we want to do is just make sure we buffer or defend against... So this looks like a choke point right here. We could probably just defend this point. Yeah, I'm not planning to do any kind of build-up, but it looks like just across the border we'll have several Colombian cities. Yeah, I don't think that they'll end up declaring war on us. If they do, we certainly are not going to be able to get there to do anything immediately. So, in the actual Panama Canal itself, I'm going to start building an air base, gun emplacement, an air defense, and I think it only makes sense to even go with maybe a sea pier. Is this a pier over here? Is this... That's a seaport. Good. Yeah, so then we'll probably put a sea pier here. Do we need it, though? Maybe Cologne should be the one to get the seaport. And honestly, we probably want a road up there. 1, 2... Yeah, I can't really... I don't know what I want. No, that's definitely not what I want. I definitely want one down. Question is this or this? Well, we'll just leave one road right there until I decide what I want. So the other things I've started construction on is air defense, gun emplacement, radar station. Yeah, that's right. So I put a radar station up here, and I want to put a radar station up here as well. I'll probably put not just a radar station, but an air defense thing in those. But for now, just a radar station, so we have very good vision over what might be coming towards the Panama Canal, which is solely ours to be used right now, unlike in the Cold War start, where this is like a protectorate, and everyone can kind of use it. That's not the case. It's just purely the United States. We get to control absolutely everyone going in and out, which means pretty much nobody. I don't know. I said the United States. We're obviously not playing as the United States. We're playing as Texas, just in case I might have misspoke there. Okay, so we'll move all the people up. And what's next for us? Well, it's got to be Oklahoma, right? We've been building up tension with them, which is amounted to only 1%. It doesn't matter. There's enough people who hate us. I think probably everyone has 100% casus belli against us at this point. I just don't know how many people would be willing to put their life on the line to combat us. Because we are very powerful. I guess as far as militaries go, we must be one of the most intimidating. Oh my gosh, India has... So we don't actually make the top list. Somewhere? Texas. Actually, what the heck? Did I miss us? Does Texaco have more people than us? That's hilarious. Answer, yes. Well, I'm not going to go scroll through everything to find us. Poland has the most production capability out of anybody in the world. That's bizarre. Even more than southern China. And once again, Texas is conspicuously absent from this list. I think Texas, Mexico, yet again, this can't be right. I must be doing something wrong. 10, 20. I mean, okay, Texas, Mexico. We have our list is up here. Oh, there we are. Okay, good. I was about to say, I probably missed us in the other one too. So this is, where are we in this? No, we actually are way down on the list. 165,000. We've only taken 50,000 casualties so far. That's yeah, it's not too bad. A 10-to-1 ratio kill to death. Yeah, everything's looking good. So I guess I'll cut away here. There's nothing more to do until we get all lined up. I am very happy to have our rubber plants going up. I'm still pretty confident that these are going to cost a lot less than the synth ones, because you could just tell from the price. I think there was a comment where somebody was saying that, you know, it might be expensive still, but I don't think so. If I find any rubber synth area, okay, so over here, rubber synth has a facility cost of 3.2. That's not that big of a deal, but annual maintenance of $500 million. And then if I go to, yeah, down here, basically. Oh, the rubber plantations are finishing just in time for this comparison. So let's see what these are. Yeah, annual maintenance of, well, half that, which is good. Okay, well, we don't want any of these pop-ups. No, thank you. And who's going to war? Saudi Arabia and Qatar. Some ceasefires. And the Czech Republic fell. I think that was to Poland. That might explain why they now have the most number of military capacity, building capacity. Now, we're really hurting for money, so I'm going to have to go scramble and get some money. It's all good. Caught a spy. Yeah, so all this is covered. I'm going to go wrangle up some money, since I think a lot of the money that we have right now is being dumped into these rubber plantations. We'll go find a way. Maybe I'll do a trade agreement with Oklahoma. Maybe they have something that they would like to buy from me before I go and take it back by force. Anyways, we'll figure it out. So I'll cut back when Oklahoma's ready for a proper introduction to Texas. Okay, well, back on the economic side of things, I've been going ahead and selling the F-16A. It's a design from basically around 1980, and I feel like it's okay to let that one go if we can just pay a little bit of a licensing, or get someone else to pay a little bit of a licensing fee for it. Most of my military has now arrived back around Houston, so we'll begin pushing those up to the border with Oklahoma. The other thing I wanted to talk about was rubber. So the rubber price has already dropped by pretty much half, and the next order of business for me, and I've already started to do it, yeah, is to go to the synths, and I scrap 4 of them. We're going to scrap all of them. I suspect that this price is going to continue to drop. It may end up being double, so if we end up producing at 2,000, what I probably want to do is go to the controls. I'm not controlling this manually, so the minister's actually capable of overriding me. But if I wanted to lock it, what I would do is just cut down on our production and only produce maybe 10% more than our demand. That way we don't overproduce, since obviously it's pretty expensive, but that price may come down. Yeah, so people are still picking up my F-16A. I basically let the world know. I wish you could do this. I wish you could just put, you know, like in those sports sim games when you put someone like on the block. Kind of wish I could do that with this. Just, hey, put F-16A on the block. Not to be confused with the block version. Block whatever. So yeah, I mean, that's one way to keep ourselves afloat economically. But I think that the worst of it is over from the economic perspective. That might not be true. So let's see, we're hovering around 14 billion. We'll see how things go. Offering requested, that's good. We'll accept. Ceasefire falls apart. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't been looking for that. I've been seeing ceasefire and clicking away, but yeah, so I mean, we do have a lot of new territory to be getting healthcare and all that too. So there There could be some problems. I could see some challenges. Right now, what's our... Ah, wow. Healthcare's not looking bad. 131% rating. Education's over 100%, which is great. Infrastructure. This I probably don't need that high. So let's take this down from 218 maybe down to 205. So I don't really need infrastructure that much higher than 100. Environment, we're just not going to increase it. Family subsidy, this is the one I always prioritize. Oh dear, India. I wonder what they want with me. Law enforcement, this is the one that keeps them from being rebellions. It's only 100 million, but I don't think I want this as high. We'll drop it a little bit. Unfortunately, the things I'm doing right now, they almost have no consequence on the budget. The main like cycle of your budget is dependent on what you're buying and selling, at least from what I could tell. So right now our daily income is expected to be 4.8 billion, and our daily expenses is expected to be about 6 billion. So there's an expected deficit of 1.1 billion a day. A day. So how do we manage that? Well, that's where the last day trades comes in. It didn't work out very well for us the last day. We lost. So, I mean, I guess it went down, but it was still positive, but it was only positive by 0.1 billion. And we need to offset 1.1 billion. What is our taxes are at 72%. That's pretty high. Let's see, if we were to cut anything, we could probably cut healthcare a little bit, but probably not to the tune of making a significant difference. Education, another one we could probably cut down on a little bit. Let's go ahead and do it just because I would like a balanced budget. And we'll go down to 375 here. Maybe the same here. 363, that's also okay. Well, we saved ourselves about 0.1 billion just by doing that. Bulgaria also sniffing around. Okay, now this is where the fun begins for me. I'm going to have to do yeah. I guess we can formulate on camera right now what's my plan for invasion. I actually don't think this is going to be very difficult. So essentially we just need two, probably 3 arms of the invasion. One on rail. One could go through Lawton. But I mean, this road, this rail, and Wichita Falls, maybe we even want to build something. By the way, if I see only one oil gas field here, I know that they come in groups of 2. I mean, the capacity comes in groups of 2. You can either build 2 on a hex, 4 on a hex, or you can get 6. So obviously there's I can either get more gas here, or I might as well just remove everything. How is oil right now? Yeah, we're doing great, and we are, I guess our stockpile is huge, so I have this one locked. Ah, so maybe the problem is really me. If I sold a whole bunch of this, 100 million, that would take me down to 1.4 billion in my stockpile. I'm okay with that. Go ahead and do it. Alright, this is about the same. I'll let Florida get away with that. And this is about the same. I'll also let, Kansas get away with that. We're building future trade relations, hopefully with people who want to build oil. Okay, radar station has now been complete. Oh yeah, that'll be another cause for, a cost to my income. I think I'm going to have Cologne's Road build right into the city. It kind of makes more sense that way. But I also think that we might be coming in from the seaports over here. Southern China has declared war on Pakistan. I don't think that that's going to be interesting. Yeah, so this is probably where... Yeah, so I was going to say probably where we want to cut away. You can see how it's very easy to get distracted in this game. There's so much. So I was thinking about gas. The same kind of thing I was thinking about and several other locations. Okay, so agriculture is being cut down. Rubber production seems like it's just barely making it. Oh, this is after those synth ones have been cut. That's perfect. So it looks like we just, by the, just by the grace of God, we managed to just compute. This was obviously just complete luck. I did zero calculations on this. And look at that, the cost, if you take away the synth, we're at, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is single-handedly going to save me. This field is everything. Rubber, you did it. If I can build any more rubber here, I really want to. Yeah, there are no locations ready for expansion. Okay, so I've maxed it out. That's what they're trying to tell me. 90% supply here. 85%, yeah, so this is going to be up. It'll fluctuate, which means that price will fluctuate probably a little bit. But 960, we're going to be able to sell this. This is amazing. So yeah, whatever I said, 100% of capacity, yeah, exactly. The minister overrode me. I'm very happy he did. We're up to 33 billion. Why? As I said, the bread and butter of this game, when it comes to the economy, is your trades. So it's a state-run affair, I guess. Anyways, let's get our engineers back up here. And now that I'm feeling pretty confident about the money situation, I don't think we need... So we have such a large stockpile of petroleum, I don't think we necessarily need to keep expanding it. So I'm going to put some people... I don't know where exactly we're going to put people. Do I need anybody on the far west? Because they have no military structures that way. Okay. Military structure right here. So we definitely need to put people into Wichita Falls. They even have an air base here. What is this? Oh, power other. Well, we're going to scrap the hell out of that. Nothing but coal. Actually, I do retain a sizable amount of petroleum power right now. Petrol power. Probably can get rid of that eventually, but yeah, I mean, that's not good. I'll probably have to shut some down. I think I've already shut down everything except for coal. And there should be... Oh, there's hydro. Oh, that's new, though. I'm going to scrap all the hydro ones. I know that these people are... they really want their hydro clean power, but it's actually more expensive than coal. And coal is just really, really cheap, so we'll get rid of that. I wanted to make sure we have nuclear. 2 here. 2 downsides to nuclear. 1, it is also pretty expensive, but 2, it uses up uranium. Not that I really care. My usage for uranium is so much less, just like massively less than my production, but I do like to have a stockpile, like having 1.5 million units of uranium. That's not that much. 1 submarine takes that out just right out. So let's go ahead and get rid of the... Oops. There we go. Nuclear power. I just want to verify that these are as expensive as I think that they are. Maintenance of 600 million a year versus, yeah, 10 times more expensive. Holy cow. You know, some little change like this might even make the difference between having this really bad cost for electricity or something really good. Now, I should have been smarter about this. I think that it wasn't an apples to apples comparison. This produces 1.2, and what does this one produce? Yeah, it produces 4 times less, but it's for 10 times less cost, so it's still much more efficient. And uranium generally is more expensive. I don't know if that's the case right now. They're all about the same. So petroleum is the most expensive one, but that's also the thing I have like the most of. Okay, lots of stuff happening. gun emplacement and radar station are done down in Panama. Alright, more uranium. Yep, I just sold off my nuclear plants, so we have more uranium to sell you, Arizona. Good deal. We'll take it. Alright, so like I said, we'll get set up for Oklahoma. I'm going to probably put some people here. The thing is, we have enough troops at this point, we can invade from all the different areas. If we can use this rail line to move a little bit faster, maybe we can get over here to this air base. And then Tulsa has to be invaded from this area. That's the only area that makes sense. Probably stack them up on the roads. And what kind of air bases or even airfields do we have? Oh yeah, we happen to have a lot right nearby, which is perfect. So I will do that off camera. Okay, well, my budget problems are solved indefinitely. Turns out all you need to do is sell petroleum. Go figure. Not like that's worked before. That's pretty much the reason why we have so much power in the Middle East, so much interesting world events there. So we're taking advantage of that. Texas is now, I think I was a leading exporter for a little bit. Yeah, it says I'm a top importer, but I'm pretty sure that's only because I'm taking it from Mexico. Is that how it works? Yeah, Texas, Mexico is one of the top exporters, and they're giving it all to me. So that makes me one of the top importers. Not that I really need it, but yeah, we're trying to sell it. So when I actually start selling it, I get really quickly to the top of that list. Well, look at this, the price has gone up. Well, I am more than happy to play that way. Isn't it possible for you to hit a value in between 210? Well, we'll just have to wait. Or I mean, I could preemptively sell it here. And if they want to pay 232, let's see them pay 232. I doubt, I mean, we might get some takers. Now, I've been slowly building up my military forces in the positions I think that makes most sense for them. We might eventually get some new research centers here. So about half a year left on that. It says 255 days, but that does not include the reduction from the engineers. So, did anybody buy 68.7 billion? Not yet, but we'll find out on the rollover of November 6th. Alright, so I kind of mashed up the forces in random groups. It's not a very elegant combination of individuals. I do want to have one of my Bradleys going to all these various patents and stuff like that. Let's send the strikers over here with the Marines. So at some point I took the AA folk. Are they still limping into position? Yeah, they are. They're getting there, but they're just very slowly getting there. Let's push you guys. Let's have all of these ones just work. Well, okay, let's have the Marines and the Green Berets shift over for the troops that I know I want to arrive first on the doormat. Now, I put my F-15s over here to counter the Lawton. Oh. Thought Lawton had an air base. Which one had an air base? Oh, it's over here. That's right. So it's an airfield here. And it looks like the next closest thing we have to worry about. Surely Oklahoma City has an airfield. It does. They have another one over here, which is actually their air base. They have no air to the west, so this should be a completely uncontested. Well, I mean, we say that, but it could. Now, one of the things I was debating, and I'm still debating, probably I'm going to activate some of these people. We have the F-35s. We've been producing them. We actually have quite a few now. Let's take a look at our production. So we're not producing anything right now. That seems like a mistake, in my opinion. Let's continue to get these F-35s. So we have the C, which is slightly better, I think. 67, 70, 34. So identical stats, except for this one can't land on the... Yeah, I think we'll just continue to get some more A's. We have 4, which is all I need to get 1 carrier. So our carriers are more than likely going to hold 4. Ooh, Marseille declared war on... That is interesting. Now, this is the first one in a while I've been very interested to see. Okay, so I do want to try to take advantage. Call me a businessman. I'm just a man doing business. Let's see if we can sell them some crap now that they're at war. That's not the price I was hoping to see. Well, they're probably not going to pay me very much for these things. And it looks like they actually... So Marseille is going to end up being like a super huge world power. Yeah, well, South Carolina wants uranium. That's a little concerning, but... Arizona I can understand. For like there's pure nonsense in my rationale here, but this is kind of fun to watch. Oh, a research breakthrough. That's fantastic. Advanced diagnostics. I have no idea what this one does. Probably, okay. Medical. Healthcare cost down. Ooh, that could not come at a better... simply could not come at a better time. So we have 7 of our 8 slots used, so we have 1 slot available. Okay, medical, telemedicine, healthcare cost goes down, rating goes up. That is fantastic. What is the... Okay, it only takes 88 days. That's probably what we'll just do immediately. So improved vaccines is healthcare rating up and cost down as well. We'll put that one on the menu. Healthcare costs down 5%. Disease causality. Okay, we'll put that one on the menu. Healthcare rating up. Healthcare cost down. Healthcare cost. Okay. So I added them all to the list. And I don't mind doing that because they will organize themselves in rank of quickest to longest. The amount of time it takes to research them. And then in my opinion, that's perfect. Let's get the ones that are going to take less time done first, so that they can have a more immediate effect. Oh, they rejected my offer. So what do we have going on here? Wow, what the hell? Oh, it's an engineer. That's a cool looking engineer. I like the model on that. Well, it looks like it's soon going to be a dead engineer. VABs are racing all over the place, and they're coming... What are they coming up against? Boxer MRAV. The Leopard 2A6. Okay, the Leopard 2A6 is getting involved. Tornadoes in the air. I assume that those are the French ones. No, tornadoes. These are the Southern German ones. And what is this? Oh, a Starlifter. And it's... Okay, it's going to be very difficult because they both have the same light blue and white. But the cross is France. Saudi Arabia and Iraq. That's actually kind of interesting. I'm not going to follow it. But... Wait, did I get... these guys are not my allies, I guess. Didn't we get a mutual... we stopped short of mutual defense. Otherwise, I would be at war with Marseille, or at least I would have the opportunity to declare war on them. And if I didn't accept, I would also be greatly perjuring my name in the international community, which, let's be honest, has already been done to the highest degree it probably can be. Alright, they are going to save this leopard, but they're pulling off the front. It looks like they just have an overwhelming number of infantry. Yeah, they're gonna push in. This is I'm just content to watch this though. So what I'll probably do is call this video to a quick close here. Reason being, I want to watch this. I mean, not a quick close, but we'll just watch this. I won't be going to war with Oklahoma in this episode then. Okay, they're being kind of pushed back here. It looks like the French... This is so cool that they found themselves cut off here. They might be overreacting. There might need to be a little bit of damping on the AI's decision making. Make sure they don't fully reverse their decision. But they pulled out of this salient, and they're going to respond to the new salient over here, which is where the Germans are trying to move in. That's really cool to see. I actually do want the atlas up for this. What I would like to see is southern Germany. Well, eventually they'll make it, I think. Southern Germany, where would you be? Okay, here you are. 61. So you're actually winning this fight. Almost 3-1. But you're also, I think, pretty sizably outnumbered. Okay, so you've lost a little bit of territory, 200,000, some casualties. Marseille has the upper hand right now in terms of their own KDA, but I think that accounts for a lot of losses, a lot of victories, I should say, scored during their war with Switzerland. Okay, air defense in Balboa is now done. I mean, this is a real fight. Let's speed this up a little bit. It's interesting to watch the AI go. And so it looks like they like over push these salients and then they come back. They need to like fan out. Look at this rush. Oh, they found something. What is the terrain? Yeah, lots of rivers here that really, it's going to be hard. Huge defender's advantage, I think. So as far as I know, Western Germany, or Southern Germany, I should say, didn't go to war with anyone before this, right? 73-26. Yeah, I think they're definitely winning this. How interesting. Ontario? How could you? Okay, accept. Let's see. I want to take a look at their helicopters. They got a Tiger. That's quite a helicopter. And then the clerks are approaching the front. This was a Tiger is now vacating the scene. They also have another Tiger. Yeah, I think they're actually gaining territory now. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. They are definitely gaining territory. This is quite a fight. Wow, look at it. What is this? A 2A5. Just charging in. You can't do it all alone. Whole bunch of 2A6s coming down now, including a Martyr 1A3. A whole flood of Tigers is moving in. Destroying some VABs, I guess. And then going back and resupplying. The Western does look a little vulnerable. I mean, if it looks to me that France is going to have too many. Just way too many in the end. AC-30. Resupplying. Okay, Mirage. That makes sense. What are you? An NFH. I'm not sure what this NH90 is. That? Oh. Yeah, I'm definitely not sure what that is. But those are some Martyr 1A3s. I mean, that means they've pushed pretty far up here. I think they're losing some M113s. Not surprising. They have Leopard 2A6 here, too. I mean, this is the really cool thing about the Shattered World start. Watch these big modern armies duking it out. This is a battle of two heavyweights. Well, I don't actually know where the bulk... I'm guessing the bulk of the German army would fall under Western Germany, but if I have any follower... I mean, if anybody's watching this series who actually knows that information... And I don't even know how it would be classified. I guess it'd be by military bases. Okay. French might have broken now. Egypt on Niger. Oh wow, England and Paris. Man, the world is just going to hell. And I have I have eyes on this, which is also... Look at these missiles! Oh, that's so cool. Oh man, English is going crazy with this anti-ship missiles. Holy cow. This game is so cool. That was really, really, really cool. I don't think anything is going to come of it. You can catch them here. Still launching missiles. What are you? A couple mirages. Mirage. Aquitaine. Daring. Oh man, it's just... got one. I keep missing this guy. Okay, got him, finally. Tornado, okay. So tornadoes versus mirages in two different fronts right now. And I have to just... The way things are done in this Shattered World start, I'd have to imagine that Paris and Marseille also dislike each other. Which means we could see, you know, the Civil War type stuff. More of that. But let me actually call this video to a close here. I mean, wait a little bit longer. I'm enjoying watching this fight. I think they've broken in though. The interesting thing is that garrisons kind of give you some pushback. They can give you, I mean, the war can go actually bounce back and forth. How that works is the garrisons will end up killing some of your units, and then you'll end up having less units than they do. And then they'll go on the offensive, but because they're on the offensive, they'll encounter your garrisons. The clerk here. So the clerk is doing very well for itself. What else do they have? Extra. Anyway, so then the cycle continues where the side that's winning pushes. Oh, what's that? Oh, another tornado. And then they encounter garrisons, which inflict losses, which means that the attacking side ends up losing its numerical superiority. It falls back. The other side starts attacking, and then the cycle continues. It's happened to me even. I mean, I'm not even AI, but I'm smart enough not to... Yeah, I mean, for me, it's usually not even relying on my garrisons, but on my push will definitely lose all its momentum just running into the garrisons. Like, not much can really happen here. Oh my gosh. Except for the fact that this one area. Guernsey. So, I mean, if there was a land... if there was a... Oh my gosh, there is a way for them to go. That's the channel, I guess. They model it as a bridge. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look at all these fighting. Oh, Eurofighter. We got a Eurofighter. I mean, how can this not be somebody's thing? This game is so cool. But yeah, I guess I do need to close it off here. To me, it's fun just watching them fight. So I might watch them fight a little bit more off camera. And we'll be ready to go with our war with Oklahoma at the start of the next video. So for now, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.